When he was 17, the future king was appointed Crown Prince and went abroad to finish his studies at Geelong Grammar School in Australia. The school has scores of other distinguished alumni, including Prince Charles and Rupert Murdoch.
Probably I had a culture shock maybe, because I've never been out from the state, being in a new place, a new culture. On top of that, being in a boarding school was very tough for me in the beginning, especially the first 3 months. And I remember I had to give up my economy class because I couldn't understand my teacher's accent. He's too much of an Australian accent. I didn't understand him at all.
After Geelong, the future king completed his education at Sandhurst Royal Military Academy and then at university in London, where he studied international relations. By the time he was in his late 20s, the future king had a job as a high-ranking land officer in Terengganu and stood out as a keen and adventurous sportsman. His latest passion was diving, and the exotic islands off the coast of Terengganu offered many challenges.
I wish I could, but I stopped to do scuba diving since I became the Sultan, because due to the work commitment. But before that, I used to go to the islands every month. I made sure that I spent a few days on the island to do scuba diving.
The Crown Prince was naturally a most eligible bachelor, but not for long. In 1996, the then Sultan married Her Majesty the Sultana Nia Zahira at a ceremony at the palace in Kuala Terengganu. The royal couple have 4 children, 2 princes and 2 princesses. As coronation day closes in, the palace in Terengganu is a secure refuge for the royal family. The Queen plays the lead role in balancing her family's needs against the pressures of royal duty. The royal family makes the most of its moments together.
I'm holding it because you're the holder.
She's the one who organized it.
Baby.
The king has a full schedule.
Oh yeah.
His eldest son schools abroad, and the Queen has a busy life as a wife, mother, and public figure in her own right.
But the big one.
One of the biggest.
No.
How old is the baby elephant? The youngest one is how old? Baby boy at work.
Photos from a recent family outing to an elephant sanctuary bring back fond memories of togetherness, something the Queen values highly.
We always have open communication. We communicate a lot, and we do things together a lot as well, and we try to, have dinner. We try our best to have at least dinner together. So like the saying goes like this, family who eats together, stay together.
The Queen plays an important part in public as well as private affairs. For the coronation, she has overseen a makeover of the throne room. The old one was considered rather dark, and the Queen wants a very different look. A team of designers, led by Italian-Malaysian Stella Chua, has been hard at work for more than 3 months.
The Queen, she wants to rejuvenate this place and to lighten up everything. So what we've done here is very much based on an 18th century concept. Lots of white, gold, and you can see all those marbleized art.
To complete the Queen's makeover, the designers have imported 5 magnificent glass chandeliers, all the way from Italy.
As you can see, the best Murano glass in the world. For this chandelier, they had wanted very subtle gold leaf inside the Murano glass, if you can see, with this turquoise blue accent. Yeah?
celebrations of the coronation are a reminder to the people of Terengganu that the King and Queen will now have to divide their attention between their home state and the nation. But the King's attachment to local religious life will be unbreakable. Terengganu was the first Malay kingdom to receive Islam and is known as the abode of faith. Mosques are a focal point of everyday life. Supporting them has always been a priority for the sultans. Whenever the king is at home, he attends Friday prayers at the old mosque built by his great-great-grandfather. It is an essential duty.
Friday prayers is a must that every Muslim has to perform the prayers every Friday, and I, being the head of the religion in Terengganu, I have to perform my duty, and at the same time it is my opportunity to meet up with my subjects.
Anybody has access to the Sultan before prayer, after the prayer, because you salam to everyone. It's a very civil relation, a very close bonding relationship between the Sultan and his subjects. It's not something that there is a distance and you've got to follow protocol. Of course, if I'm invited to the palace, then I would have to follow protocol. But in a public domain, like in a mosque, then we're all equal. And he is a worshipper just as anybody else.
Indeed, everyone seems to know the king. At Kuala Terengganu's bustling central market, it's not difficult to find people who have long and fond memories of His Majesty.
Tengok tu benar lah, maknanya zaman budak-budak. Tak ayah dia yang budak-budak kan dia bagi duit kan. Zaman kecil-kecil bagilah duit dia gitu. Lepas tu mereka nak sedap pergi. Masa ayah pun bagi duit juga kan. Budak hari Minggu, senang dia bagi duit. Rasa gembira lah. Rasa gembira lah mana suka kita yang ada kan. Gembira sangat lah. Memanglah kita gembira kan. Sekarang itu dari agung. Lagipun dia masih muda lagi kan. Dia tak sama macam sultan lain, dia bomo sikit ni, tak ada muda, dia mungkin dia ni berjiwa rakyat sikit. Macam kita pun boleh katakan rapatlah kenal dengan dia.
The king said it was the beautiful game of football that brought him closer to his subjects.
Well, maybe it's true what they say. They've seen me playing football, and I've been playing football since from small, as far as I remember. And been playing football with the kampung people, with my staff, and with my school friends, my cousins. It's been my passion at that time.